Hey, Masters, apologies. A little bit challenge with the YouTube connection. Hopefully someday I'll figure it out how to do it on my own. All right. Thank you very much, and we'll get started now. ప్రధానంగా మనము ఈ జ్ఞాన సెషన్స్ అన్ని కూడా సత్యము సత్యానికి సంబంధించిన ధ్యానంతో ఎలా అంటే స్పిరిచువల్ సైన్సెస్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు అలైన్ అండ్ రియలైన్ థింగ్స్. Apologies, Masters. Okay. So మనం ఎలా తెలుసుకోవాలి అనే విషయాన్ని again welcome all for today's session. Without any further delay, let's get started. బహుభంగిమల్లో ఈ సత్యాన్ని మనం ఎలా అన్వయం చేసుకోవాలి, ఈ జీవితాన్ని ఎలా మనం మార్చుకోవాలి అని విశేషంగా మనకి పిరమిడ్ స్పిరిచువల్ సొసైటీ స్పిరిచువల్ సైన్సెస్ కానీ ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఎదుగుదల కోసం కావాల్సిన అహింస జీవితానికి కానీ అటు వెజిటేరియనిజం అని ఇటు ధ్యానము మెడిటేషన్ అని అలాగే ఇటు పిరమిడ్ యొక్క ఎనర్జీస్ ని వాడుకుని మన శారీరక మానసిక అలాగే ఉన్నతిని పొందడానికి ఆపర్చునిటీస్ అని ఇలా బహుభంగిమల్లో మనము సేవా కార్యక్రమాలు చేస్తున్నాం. అందులోనే భాగంగా మన గ్రూప్ కి ఇక్కడ వర్జీనియా, మేరీల్యాండ్, DC అండ్ దెన్ ఇతరత్ర మాస్టర్స్ జాయిన్ అవుతూ ఉంటారు. కాబట్టి ఈ సత్యాన్ని ఎలా నేను పట్టుకోవాలి అనే విషయం ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటాం. మోస్ట్ లైక్లీ విజ్డమ్ ఆన్ ట్రూత్. సో ఇక్కడ ప్రధానంగా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎక్కడ వస్తున్నాయి అంటే పైన ఉన్న యోగి స్థానంలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి అంటే పత్రిజీ స్థాయిలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి ఈ అసలు ప్రాబ్లం అనేది కనపడదు. ప్రతిదీ కూడా ఒక అనుభవం లాగా చూస్తూ ఉంటారు. కాబట్టి వాళ్ళకి అసలు ప్రాబ్లం అంటేనే అదొక ఇఫ్ అండ్ బట్ లా ఉంటుంది. సెకండ్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వాళ్ళకి ఆ ద్వైత దృష్టి ఉండదు. అంటే ఏంటంటే నువ్వు వేరు నేను వేరు, నేనేమో పెద్దవాడిని నువ్వేమో చిన్నవాడిని అన్న దృష్టి ఉండదు. అటు గురువులకైనా ఏ స్థాయిలో గురువులను చూస్తే. కానీ సగటుగా మనకేంటి అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కటి ద్వైత స్థితిలో అంటే ద్వంద్వ స్థితిలో కనపడుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఇది నీది, ఇది నాది, నేను నాది అనేది పట్టుకొని తిప్పుతూ ఉంటాం. సరే నేను ధ్యానం చేసుకుంటున్నాను, హాయిగా నా జీవితం గడిచిపోతోంది, ఏదో 3 పువ్వులు 6 కాయల్లాగా ఉంటుంది, నా జీవితంలో కానీ ఏ మార్పులు రావటం లేదు అంటే రావకపోవడానికి కారణం ఒక్కటే, మన మనస్సు. ప్రధానంగా మనము అంగీకరించాల్సింది ఒక్కటి ఏంటంటే మన మనస్సే మనని బంధిస్తోంది, మనని వదిలేస్తోంది. అది వదిలినప్పుడు శాంతి, ఆనందం. అది బంధించినప్పుడు మనకి దుఃఖము, భయము, ఈ రెండు ఆవరిస్తాయి. సో ఇప్పుడు బయట ఎక్కడో ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది అని మనం తిరుగుతూ ఉన్నాము. కానీ శాస్త్రం ఏం చెప్పిందంటే బయట ఎక్కడో ప్రాబ్లం లేదయ్యా, అంతా ఉన్నది నీ లోపలే. సో ప్రధానంగా ఈ విషయాన్ని తెలుసుకోవడమే సత్యం. ఈ విషయాన్ని తెలుసుకుని తదనుగుణంగా మన జీవితాన్ని అన్వయించుకుని ఆ సంబంధిత సాధనని మనం కొనసాగించుకుంటూ ఉంటే ఆ పొందాల్సిన గమ్యము, ఆ సత్యము అనే గమ్యాన్ని పొందుతాం. లేకపోతే ఇంకా మిగతాదంతా ఉన్నది మిగిలిన దుఃఖం. ఇప్పుడు లాస్ట్ వీక్ మనం ఏం మాట్లాడాము అంటే బేసిక్ గా సత్యానికి కావలసిన సూత్రాలు ఏమిటి అని మాట్లాడాము. ఈ రోజు మనం విజ్డమ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రూత్ గురించి తెలుసుకున్నాం. అంటే సత్యం గురించి నేను ఎందుకు పట్టించుకోవాలి, సత్యం గురించి తెలుసుకోకపోతే ఏం జరుగుతుంది అదే అనేది ప్రధానమైన ప్రశ్న. ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఏ గురువుల దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళండి, ఏ మహానుభావులు ఎవరైనా సరే, ఒక యోగి అయినా సరే, ఒక సాధకుడు ఒక పరిణితి చెందిన సాధకుడు దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినా, అలాగే మీరు ఒక దైవ స్వరూపాన్ని తత్వచింతనతో చూసిన శాస్త్రాన్ని మీరు జ్ఞాన రూపంలో కానీ, విజ్ఞానము ప్రజ్ఞానము అంటాం కదా, అలాంటి రూపాల్లో ఎలా చూసినా సరే వీటన్నిటిలో చెప్పేది ఒకటే విషయం: నిన్ను నువ్వు తెలుసుకో నాయనా. నిన్ను నువ్వు తెలుసుకో అంటే అంతా నీలోనే ఉంది, నువ్వే ఆ పరమాత్మ అయి ఉన్నావు, నిన్ను నువ్వు తెలుసుకో. నిన్ను నువ్వు తెలుసుకుంటే నిఖిలంబు తెలిసినట్టే అంటారు. కానీ మనకేంటి అంటే మనము ఎవరు తెలుసుకోవడానికి అసలు ఇష్టపడం. మనకంతా బయట విషయాలు కావాలి. ఏం జరుగుతోంది లోకంలో, ఎన్ని సినిమాలు నడుస్తున్నాయి, లోక వ్యవహారిక విశేషాలన్నీ కూడా మన చెవిలో పడాలి. అందరూ అన్నీ నాకు చెప్పాలి. మన గాసిప్స్ అని కానీ, లేకపోతే స్కూప్స్ అని కానీ, కమెంట్స్ అని కానీ, జడ్జిమెంట్స్ అని కానీ, ఏదైతే చెయ్యకుండా ఉండగలిగితే నువ్వు ఈ సత్యాన్ని పొందుతావో అవన్నీ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. కానీ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే నీటిలోనే దిగుతూ ఉంటాం, కానీ నాకు తడి అంటకూడదు అన్నట్టుగా ఉంటుంది లైఫ్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ సత్యము అనేది ఎందుకు ప్రాధాన్యతని పొందింది అంటే, ఎప్పుడైతే అసలు బయట ఏమీ లేదు, ఉన్నదంతా లోపలే ఒకటి, ఈ లోపల దాన్ని కనుక నేను నా ఆధీనంలోకి తెచ్చుకుంటే అంతా నా ఆధీనంలోకి వస్తుంది అన్న ఈ సగటు విషయాన్ని మనకి తెలియదు అనడానికి లేదు. ప్రతి జన్మలోనూ పైన ఉన్నప్పుడు తెలుసు, కింద జన్మ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత మరపులోకి వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఈ మరుపుని అంటే ఏ మబ్బు అయితే కమ్మిందో, ఈ మరపు అనే మబ్బు ఏదైతే కమ్మిందో, ఈ కమ్మిన మబ్బుని తీయడాని కోసము ధ్యానం. ధ్యానం అనేది ఒకానొక ప్రక్రియ. ఈ ప్రక్రియ ద్వారా ఏం జరుగుతుంది అంటే, మనలో ఉన్న ఆ సహజ స్థితి ఏదైతే సహజత్వంగా మనం తెచ్చుకున్నామో ఆ సహజ స్థితిలో ఉండడానికి ఒక అద్భుతమైన అవకాశం. మనసు పెట్టరేగిపోకుండా, మనసు అటో ఇటో ఎటెటో తిరిగిపోకుండా దానిని ఒక సమంగా ఒక చోట ఉంచి దాన్ని ఏకీకృతం చేసి, తద్వారా దానిని లేని స్థితి అంటే అది పడిపోయిన స్థితిలోకి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ విశేషమైన ఆనందాన్ని, శాంతిని, శక్తిని పుంజుకుని అసలు ఏది సత్యము అని తెలుసుకోవడానికి కావాల్సిన జ్ఞానాన్ని మనం పొందుతున్నాం. సో ఇప్పుడు చాలా మటుకు మనకి ఫోన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు ఏంటంటే, ధ్యానం చేయడం కుదరలేదు మాస్టర్, పర్వాలేదు కదా, వీక్లీ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ డేస్ చేస్తున్నాము అది ఇది. అంటే నిజంగా మనకి ధ్యానము గురించి అర్థమవుతే, దానికి సంబంధిత జ్ఞానము గురించి అర్థమవుతే ఎప్పుడూ కూడా ధ్యానాన్ని మానము. ఎందుకు అంటే ధ్యానము చెయ్యడం వల్ల మాత్రమే నాకు ఎరుకని సంపాదించుకుంటున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఎరుక అనేదే ప్రధానం. లాస్ట్ టైం కూడా చెప్పుకున్నాం, ఈ ఎరుక లేనిది ఏం లేదని. నాకు మూడు కావాలి: శక్తి కావాలి, ఎరుక కావాలి, సాక్షిత్వము కావాలి. ఈ మూడిటి అనుసంధానంతో నా జీవితం నడవాలి. ఈ మూడిటి అనుసంధానంతో నా జీవితం నడిస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? జ్ఞానము నాకు కరతలామలకం అవుతుంది. ఏ జ్ఞానము అంటే ఈ బయట ఉన్న విశేషక ప్రాపంచిక జ్ఞానం కాదు, ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఉన్నత సామాన్య జ్ఞానము. ఆ జ్ఞానము వస్తే ఏమవుతుంది అంటే విడుదల అవుతాను. ఎక్కడి నుంచి విడుదల అవుతాను? ఈ సంసార చక్రంలో ఏదైతే నేను సోకాల్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం అనుకుంటున్నానో, నా ఈ లైఫ్ ప్రాబ్లం లాగా నాకు కనపడుతోందో, ఆ కనపడిన మబ్బు తొలగిపోతుంది. పోయి అంతా ఉన్నది ఒకటే, అంతా మన మంచికే అని నేను యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయడానికి ఆపర్చునిటీ వస్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం జరుగుతోంది అంటే, ఈ ధ్యానాన్ని చెయ్యడానికి మనకి ఏది అడ్డుపడుతోంది అంటే మన మనసు అడ్డుపడుతుంది. ఎందుకు? ఆలోచన రూపంలో మనకి విశేషంగా తీసుకొచ్చి ముందు పెడతాం. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది టైమ్స్ నాకు ఏం ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది అంటే, ఇప్పుడు మనం సగటుగా సత్సంగం చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. సత్సంగం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అందరూ రారు, కొంతమందే వస్తుంటారు. ఎందుకు అలా జరుగుతుంది అంటే, బయట పని ఉందండి, నాకు వేరే యాక్టివిటీస్ ఉన్నాయండి. అబ్సల్యూట్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఆల్ దట్. బట్ దెన్ యూ ఆల్సో హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ఇట్ ఎ ప్రయారిటీ ఇన్ యువర్ లైఫ్ టు అటెండ్ సత్సంగ్. ఎందుకంటే సత్సంగ్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఆపర్చునిటీ వేర్ యు ఆర్ లెటింగ్ గో ఆల్ దట్ నెగిటివిటీ అండ్ గెటింగ్ అబెండెంట్ ఆఫ్ పాజిటివిటీ. అబెండెంట్, అంతా ఇంత కాదు. ద ఫస్ట్ రూల్ ఆఫ్ మెడిటేషన్ ఏంటి అంటే, ద ఫస్ట్ రూల్ ఆఫ్ సత్సంగం కానీ మెడిటేషన్ కానీ స్పిరిచువాలిటీకి ఒక రూల్ అంటూ ఉంటే ఏంటి అంటే, షో అప్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు షో అప్. నువ్వు రావడం నెంబర్ వన్ రూల్ దేనికైనా. ఆధ్యాత్మికంలో నువ్వు ఎదగాలి అంటే నువ్వు రావడం ఇంపార్టెంట్. రాని వాడిని ఎవడు ఉద్ధరించలేడు. వచ్చిన వాడిని ఉద్ధరించే ఆపర్చునిటీ ఉంది. వాడు విన్నా వినకపోయినా వాడి మనస్సు మళ్ళీ రప్పిస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఒకసారి, రెండు సార్లు, మూడు సార్లు, నాలుగు సార్లు వస్తాడు, పదోసారి వింటాడు. ద గోల్డెన్ రూల్ ఫర్ మెడిటేషన్ ఏంటి అంటే, యూ హ్యావ్ టు షో అప్. నువ్వు ముందు వస్తే కదా అసలు ఏమైనా జరిగేది. రావడానికే నీకు టైం లేకపోతే, వినడానికే టైం లేకపోతే మనం చేసేది ఎలా? సో ఇప్పుడు మనం వెనక్కి మన టాపిక్ లోకి వస్తే, ఈ సత్యాన్ని నేను తెలుసుకోవాలి అన్న ఉత్సుకత మనకు కావాలి. మనం లాస్ట్ టైం మోక్షం గురించి మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. ఆ మోక్షానికి కావాల్సిన అర్హత ఏమిటి, నా శరీరం ఎలా పనిచేస్తుంది, ఆత్మ అంటే ఏమిటి, మన శరీరాలు 5 రకాలు 7 రకాల శరీరాల గురించి, వాటిలో ఉండే చక్రాల గురించి, ఇవన్నీ డిస్కషన్లు అయిపోయాయి. కానీ ఈ డిస్కషన్స్ అన్నిటి ద్వారా ఏం తేలాలి అంటే, ఒక్కటే తేలాలి. నేను ఏ సత్యం అయితే ఉందో ఆ సత్యాన్ని నేను తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఆ సత్యం ఏం చెబుతోంది? అహం బ్రహ్మాస్మి, అయమాత్మ బ్రహ్మ. ఇప్పుడు ఈ వాక్యము నాకు అర్థమయ్యి, ఈ వాక్యము నా జీవితంలోకి నేను తెచ్చుకుని, నా జీవితంలో అది అన్వయం జరిగి, తద్వారా నా ఆచరణలోకి వస్తే, ఆ వచ్చినప్పుడు నాకు ఆ అనుభవం తగిలితే, అప్పుడు నేను అది అవుతాను. ఇక నాకు మళ్ళీ పుట్టవలసిన అవకాశం అంటే అవసరం లేదు. అవకాశం ఉండదు, అవసరం లేదు. 2 రకాలుగా. కానీ లేకపోతే ఏం జరుగుతుంది? మళ్ళీ పుడతాం. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను మారాలి అనుకుంటున్నాను. నేను మారలేకపోవడానికి, నేను మారడానికి మధ్యలో ఏముంది? నాకు తెలిసిన జ్ఞానం ఉంది మధ్యలో. విశేషమైన జ్ఞానాన్ని నేను వదిలించుకుని, సామాన్యమైన జ్ఞానాన్ని నేను పెంపొందించుకోవాలి. ఇది నా టార్గెట్. ప్రతి ఒక్కరి టార్గెట్ ఇదే. అంటే సామాన్య జ్ఞానము అంటే అబ్సల్యూట్ నాలెడ్జ్, అంటే ద నాలెడ్జ్, ద స్పిరిచువల్ నాలెడ్జ్, ద నాలెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రూత్, ద విజ్డమ్ ఆఫ్ ట్రూత్. అదర్ దాన్ దట్ నాకు ఏ నాలెడ్జ్ ఉన్నా సరే అది దేనికి పనికిరాదు. ఇప్పుడు మనం చాలా మటుకు ఏంటంటే 2 రకాలుగా దీన్ని మాట్లాడుకోవడం ఒక స్థాయిలో ఉంటే, దీన్ని మనం ఆచరించి జీవితంలోకి తెచ్చుకోవడం అదో వేరే పెద్ద స్థాయిలో ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు పెద్ద స్థాయిలో ఉన్న ఆలోచనని నేను నా జీవితంలోకి తెచ్చుకోవాలి అంటే, మొదట ఇది ఇలాంటిది ఒకటి ఉంది, ఇది నేను చేస్తే నా జీవితాన్ని శాంతిగా, ఆనందంగా, దుఃఖరాహిత్యంతో, సుఖ సంతోషాలతోటి, ఆయుష్యాలతోటి, రైట్, అన్ని హాయిగా నేను బతకచ్చు అన్న విషయాన్ని నేను తెలుసుకుంటే కదా ఫస్ట్ దాని గురించి నేను ప్రయత్నం చేసేది. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఎక్కడ మిస్ అవుతామంటే, తెలుసుకోవడంలో జాప్యం. అండ్ తెలుసుకున్న తర్వాత, కష్టపడి తెలుసుకుంటాం కొన్ని రోజుల తర్వాత, తెలుసుకున్న తర్వాత దాన్ని మళ్ళీ జీవితంలోకి తేవడంలో గ్యాప్. ఆ తెచ్చుకునే ప్రాసెస్ లో మళ్ళీ మన ఉన్న ఈ టెండెన్సీస్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద వాసనలు అంటాం కదా, సంస్కార వాసనలు, వాటి వల్ల ఏవైతే మనల్ని గుంజుతూ ఉంటాయో, దాని వల్ల ఆ సాధన కుదిరి కుదరక ఒకానొక స్థాయిలో ఈ సత్యం బరువులా అనిపిస్తుంది. అంటే ఏది దాంతో నువ్వు మొదలు పెట్టావో, ఏది పొందడానికి ఇందులోకి వచ్చావో అది పోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏం జరుగుతోంది అంటే, అసలు సత్యం, అందుకే మన పత్రికారు చెప్తుంటారు, అప్రమత్తంగా ఉండు, అప్రమత్తంగా ఉండు, అప్రమత్తంగా ఉండు. అప్రమత్తంగా ఉండు అంటే, ఆప్తవాక్యంగా నీకు ఏది చెప్పబడిందో దాన్ని మాత్రమే స్వీకరించు. రైట్? ఆప్తవాక్యంగా మనకి చెప్పబడింది ఏమిటి అంటే, సత్యమే ఉంటుంది, ఇక ఏదీ మిగలదు. సత్యాన్న ప్రమతితవ్యం అంటుంది వేదం. సత్యాన్న ప్రమతితవ్యం, కుశలాన్న ప్రమతితవ్యం, భూత్యైన ప్రమతితవ్యం, దేవ పితృకార్యాభ్యాం న ప్రమతితవ్యం, మాతృదేవో భవ, పితృదేవో భవ, ఆచార్య దేవో భవ. వేద ప్రమాణం పట్టుకుంటే మనకి న ప్రమతితవ్యం, న ప్రమతితవ్యం, న ప్రమతితవ్యం. ఇప్పుడు ఈ నప్రమతితవ్యం అంటే పరాకు పడకుండా జాగ్రత్తగా పట్టుకో. ఏది పట్టుకో? సత్యాన్ని పట్టుకో. ఏది పట్టుకున్న తర్వాత నువ్వు ఇక పట్టుకోవాల్సినది ఏమీ ఉండదో దాన్ని మాత్రమే పట్టుకో. అది కాకుండా మిగతావన్నీ పట్టుకుంటే ఏం జరుగుతుంది? లైఫ్ బికమ్స్ మోర్ రొటీన్, లైఫ్ బికమ్స్ వెరీ డల్, లైఫ్ బికమ్స్ వెరీ సారో, and life will lead you to a point where you will not be able to return. This education, ante whatever we are trying to do, is you have to understand the truth behind it. If you plan to understand the truth behind it, you have to dedicate time towards it. There is absolutely no way truth will come to you without you spending your energy. It's a truth. So scriptures talk about it, right? Scriptures talk very clearly. Atma na pravachanena labhyate. What is Atma? Atman means soul, right? Na pravachanena labhyate. By talking, you cannot get. Yato vacha nivartante aprapya manasasaha. We talk about this all the time. Neither by your talking, neither by you listening, neither by you seeing, neither by you doing whatever with your senses and mind, you cannot experience, right? Atman. How do you do it? By your own practice. You have to put your own time. Uddharet atmanam amasadayet. If I don't have time, then sorry, you are welcoming sorrow, you are welcoming fear, you are welcoming ego, you are welcoming everything that world is to offer. But we keep saying that it, we have to live in Madhya Marga. We have to live in this, society, as if that you are trying to make peace with it. If you are not able to make peace with your own self, how can you make peace with society? It's not possible. And moreover, what is going to happen is something that you may be thinking today, tomorrow the very same thing is going to look like, oh, this is not for me. That's the state of mind. So two things we have to understand. If we have to come to consensus with ourselves and understand the importance of truth, the wisdom of truth, right? Two things have to be very clear. One, we have to make sure the activity of the mind is very, 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 very minimal or to zero. You have to get to Sunya. Number two, you have to make sure that you have the knowledge and a very clear understanding of what that higher self is all about, what the truth is all about. And both of them require you to commit your time. And these are the highest vibrations that are available, highest frequencies that are available on earthly plane. So it is very, very clear. It is not that everyone doesn't want to come. Everyone have their own way, saying that, hey, I want to be part of this movement, I want to sit here, I want to do meditation, but they are not able to do so because their energies are in the lower form. When your mind is operating in the lower level, you cannot get into that higher state of being. It is not possible. It's exact opposite. For example, if you are not aware of anything that is happening in your life most of the time, right? Sagatuga manavudiki awareness is very, very minimal. They just don't know. Like we talked about an example last time. What happens? You're sitting in a group and somebody comes and inadvertently, for whatever maybe the reason, they hit you. What do? You react. Spontaneously you react. What does it mean? If you take that very thing into your inside and then try to peel that, you will understand that we are all living in the auto cruise mode. The subconscious mind is driving our life because I am not aware. Some things we take, it's a simple examples, right? We have to bring why this mind has to come to a point where it is working towards you, not against you. If you this is a power. Mind is a power, right? You got to use this power to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. This power can go negative, this power can go positive, depending upon how you look at it. At the end of the day, everything is energy, right? That's truth. So this energy, based upon my intentions, I can make it positive or I can make it negative, right? I can create a war, I can create a peace, right? I can worry every moment of it, or I can be joyful in every moment of it. That's a choice. My intention is what is making it. Where is that coming from? It is coming from your subconscious mind. So this subconscious mind is so powerful for all of us that it actually carries a lot of the past life karmic balance, right? Whatever the anger, whatever the behavioral patterns, whatever the guilt, right? Hatred, agony, whatever may be those criterias, all of that, the unwanted desires, selfishness, the lower vibrative energies, they are all sitting in your subconscious mind. And here we are carrying all of that with us on our day-to-day work, and we don't do any meditation, we don't understand the concept of who we are, and you interact with the open world. What do you expect? The life what you are getting is what is expected. The reason for that is a very simple thing. My conscious mind is not even 1% operating. 99%, it is my subconscious mind that is carrying everything for me. And this is a great wisdom that was given to us by a lot of masters. So with that, what is happening? Your subconscious is in the driver's seat. You are sitting in the back seat. Whatever is happening in your life, it is your subconscious that is making it. Subconscious, whenever subconscious mind takes over, you are in an auto cruise mode. You get up, you don't even realize that you're brushing your teeth. All those things just happen like that, mechanical. The very simple example for that is when you are working in a situation, something comes out against you. For a moment, let's say that something happened and you're not happy about it. How do you react? Do you react? Do you respond? Are you aware? Are you not aware? That tells you whether you are in control or not. And second of all, you tell yourself that, hey, from today evening, I'm going to start doing meditation, right? You heard a meditation about meditation, and somebody told you that, hey, you have to do meditation. And you kind of so enjoyed it at the time. And you said, every day at 5 in the evening or 6 in the evening, I have to sit and do meditation. Are you, for next 41 days, right? Is how you look at it. But what happens? That very evening, you won't be able to sit and do meditation. Why? Because your subconscious mind is in charge. You talk about, I want to eat this favorite food, but you don't have time to go and eat in a restaurant. What do? You end up cooking something for your meal for that night. You compromise. The subconscious mind is so powerful that the moment you ask for something, it exactly creates an opposite effect of it. You ask for A, it will show you B. So what happens? No matter how much you try through your own sankalpa, your own will, and you say that I want this in my life, it's an exact opposite effect, because your subconscious mind is the one that is carrying. It is the one that is making things happen for you. Why? Why is that says? It's a very, 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 very simple thing. Right? Because my conscious mind cannot control my subconscious. What does that mean? It means, in a simple terms, I am not aware. My awareness is not at a point where I can understand what is going on. I am living in the past. I'm living in the future. I'm holding things to myself. I don't want to share. I only care for me and my family. All I care for is do things for myself. All of these things are coming from subconscious mind, because that's the nature of what you are to begin with. To break that shackle, you have to increase the percentage of your conscious mind, which is become aware. When your subconscious mind is telling you to do something, if you are aware, your conscious mind will have to challenge it, saying that, why should I do it? This is not the right time. I have better things to do in life. So the question is, am I able to do so? So my miserable moments, my worrisome moments, my moments of untruth, which is like the kind of life that I am leading with the problems, whatever I'm seeing today, it is all coming from my subconscious. I created it. We keep talking about solutions to problems, but we don't want to face the problems. When you really face a problem, you will understand that there is no problem. We cannot do that. We never do that. The reason for that is we think that by facing that problem, I'm going to get into more trouble. You will never get into more trouble if you don't understand what trouble means. Right? It's like, I want to cross the bridge, but I'm worried about looking down, right? If there is water, your mind is like, creating 100 things for you. The fear, phobia, right? What happens? You don't want to get on a bridge at all. Forget about there is heaven other side, there is moksham other side, there is absolute samadhi other side. You say that it's okay, I'll deal with it next time, because you don't want to face that fear. Where is that coming from? Subconscious. Why? Because I'm not aware. Always we have to remember, our conscious mind is acting in a very, very, it's like 1%, 2%, or 5%, 10%, something like that. Everything else is subconscious. You're an auto cruise. Because of that, my life goes on and on and on and on. I don't see the light in the tunnel. I only see the tunnel and the darkness. So now, with this understanding, I wanted to increase my conscious awareness, so that whatever is happening in my life, I want to break those routines, create new way of living things, right? I want to start doing things that I have never done before. Break the shackles, break the routines. If you want to be conscious, don't allow mind to become a habit. Habits are what? Living in the past. You're living in the past if you're a habit. Because whatever you started, 1 month ago, 1 year ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever it is, right? You are struck with that and you continue to do that. You don't want to do anything new. It's like comfort zone. You're in the box. I don't want to listen anything about going outside the box. What does it mean? Your subconscious is in total in charge. You are not leading the life that you are supposed to lead. Your subconscious is leading the life the way it wants you to lead. You are the slave of your subconscious. So if I minus awareness, the life is a cruise. You just go ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs. Whenever it is up, you're happy, right? Joyful. You'll have moments. You go have fun. You run around. You do whatever. Whenever you're down totally. You're like so grieving. Man, what happened here and all that, right? But life is much more beautiful. Life is much more peaceful. Life is much more happier if you can only spend time to understand. And this is what the wisdom of truth talks about. If you really want to understand the truth, right, you have to start to embrace the quality of life. You have to understand why your life is so, whatever those so's are, right? Start spending time with yourself. Start understanding how your energies are working. At the end of the day, everything is energy. Everything is vibrating at its own frequency. The water vibrates at a frequency. Fire vibrates at a frequency. Air vibrates at a frequency. Your human body vibrates at a frequency. Right? As long as you don't understand this concept, that these very fundamentals, right? It is impossible. The reason why it becomes impossible is it is not because you cannot change it. It is because you don't want to try it. You don't have the will to try it. A lot of times what happens, everybody comes from meditations, right? They do meditations, they learn this concept, they wanted to do it, but then they come back and say, I don't have time to do it. Because the reason you don't have time to do it is because you don't understand it. You have not given enough of your time to understand the concept of meditation. Meditation is not a prayer. Meditation is not something that you are doing to get something outside. Meditation is for you to settle inside. All bets are settled inside. That way your life is beautiful outside all the time, forever and ever. And for such a beautiful thing, you're saying that I need to go to groceries, I need to pick this up, I don't have time. What a pity. Right? What a pity. When we talk at that level, right, it becomes more like, hey, I have my family responsibilities and all. Absolutely, you do your family responsibilities. What do you do in your spare time? When sessions happen at so and so time every day, why is that you are skipping? What is more important than you spending time to yourself to know who you are and have a very happy, peaceful, contented, joyful life? What else is important in this world beyond that? Right? But yet, we question our own authority. We question our own wisdom. We don't want to accept something that was told to us. Because my subconscious mind keeps telling me that don't do it. This evening we have a meditation session or we have a puja going on. We should go. You got at 5 o'clock, you have to go. At 3 o'clock, it will ask you to watch a movie. It will make you watch a movie. You will start the movie. You get so engrossed into the movie. By the time you're done with the movie, it's already 6. The puja is long gone. The meditation session is long gone. What happened? My subconscious mind pulled me back. Your sankalpam is 1%. Your subconscious is 99%. The moment you do the sankalpa, there is a corresponding vikalpa, which is 99% more stronger than your sankalpa. And hence, your sankalpa never comes fructify. How do you play with this? Awareness. So if I want to understand this truth, if I want to become truly, right, a master in this process, what do? You have to give time to yourself. And what you do when you have time for yourself is also an important, very important factor. You cannot negate the fact that I got time for myself. I'm going to sit and, read a newspaper or watch TV or watch a serial or do some, material work or job work, etc. Right? Then that time will be gone. How many of us sit on a YouTube and then look at shorts, and then by the time you realize half hour is gone? Then you should know that you are in line. Your subconscious mind is in charge. So if I want to shift this, if I wanted to make changes in my way of living so that I can enjoy every moment, that's what we call mindful living, mindful living, mindful living. Always be, right, here and now, then and there, to here and now. I was there, I was doing that, What exactly are you doing right now? If you are in the moment, you will have highest energies because your productivity goes up significantly. Unlike your body is here, your mind is somewhere. This is not truth. There is no truth in that. Right? So, irrespective of how I want to shift my energies, how I want to look at things, how I want to manage my day-to-day life, there is a truth inside me that I have to connect to, that I have to embrace, accept, look upon, understand it, to make sure that what I am seeing is in fact coming from inside. Outside life cannot influence my inside. My inside life should influence outside. Exact opposite. If you want to be in truth, your inside life will affect outside, not the other way around. Right now, it's all other way around. I have no clue what is happening inside me. I have 7 bodies within the physical body. I have 6 more bodies, but I seldom care about it. I don't know about it. They do exist. Hence, I am just worried about my physical body. If you are worried, if you are looking at things at your physical level, everything else, 99% is happening inside that physical level. Your physical body came because of your astral body. Your astral body came because of your mental body, intuitional body, casual body, supra. I mean, you kind of keep going back until to the point where it all started through that, infinity state. But I don't have time for it. So the choice is only one thing. Either you come clean by understanding the concept of what life is all about, or you suffer the consequences of life. When somebody is talking at a point where they're saying that my life is happy, my life is beautiful, my life is like, all embracing, I'm getting everything what I want, I'm living the dream and all that, understand that they have given enough time. They are committed, they are dedicated. Like the way you and I are worried in watching a cricket game or worried in looking at an NFL game, that time when you are watching the 3 hours game, that 3 hours, this individual who is talking, he has put that time into his life. knowing his life, understanding the truth, living in the dream, right? He has done his own penance, sadhana, while you and I are enjoying the movie, enjoying the game. Hence, his life is where he is, my life is where I am. And we continue to hear about this. We continue to channel this. We continue to talk to others. We continue to, even in the society, we go out and then we talk to everybody, right? If you want to understand how life needs to take you through, you got to stop. You got to stop. Physically, emotionally, mentally. Stop. Stop what you're doing. Go with the flow. Become one with that universe. Your individual mind should connect to the universal mind. You have to become one. Let the energy flow. Let the cosmic energy, the currents of cosmic energy come through you and work for you. If you keep racing your mind all the time, 70 miles, 80 miles, 100 miles per hour, you never, ever, ever, ever have opportunity to understand what truth is all about. You will never know what peace is all about. Accumulate energies in silence. So if anybody is talking to you saying that, hey, you are doing meditation or you are doing this knowledge because this is scriptures, because this is something God has taught about it, this is because of that, because of this, that is all, it may be so, but that is not the reason why you need to start embracing it. The only reason, and the first and the best reason, is if you know about this knowledge, your life will come in your hand. You will become in charge of your life. Peace, happiness will come in your life. No matter what may come, what may go, the fear will no longer be in your system. The grief, the so-called grief, the worldly griefs, pleasures, trishna, what we call, right? It's gone, gone, gone. So whatever we are talking today, this knowledge is what is the most important thing. Everything else is secondary. If I have this knowledge, if I am very clear, okay, if my sankalpa is very clear that I wanted to understand this truth, I wanted to live in this truth, and I wanted to become one with this truth, because that is what it is. Ekameva adviti. Then what happens? My life becomes a beautiful memory for me. Every second, every moment, everything that is coming to me, I'm going to embrace, I'm going to enjoy. There's absolutely no duality, no polarity, positive, negative, nothing happens. Everything is, yes, absolutely fine. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. And every time we talk about it, right, even in the activities, right, I'm going to eat my own food, I'm going to have my own life, I'm going to go to parties, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Nobody is saying don't do that, right? Anything that is in limitation is good, or moderation is very, very good, right? Ati sarvatra varjayet. Why is my life like this? Is because I have given too much importance to my worldly affairs, too much time. Ati sarvatra varjayet. I am not able to, whatever, when I came to this world, my mind was pure. Then what happened? Slowly, my mind was poisoned because of the worldly affairs, because what I took inside of me. And now that is so strong that even if I say go, it is not going. I am stuck. I don't have any way to, everybody, right? Every individual that you talk to, even in our society, when you talk to the individuals, they say that, these things are coming to me. I'm trying to get them out, but it's not going. It's just getting worse. The reason is you're not spending time. You're not trying to sit and understand the concepts of what truth is all about. Why this is happening to me? What are the things that I need to do? Always you are trying to find solutions to problems, and then you're trying to find that outside. All problems, whatever you are looking at, whatever you see or perceive as an issue, it is all coming from inside. And wherever that inside that it started to show you, that is exactly where the answer is also there. Wherever you have the prashna, the samadhana is also at the same place. Stop looking outside, start looking inside. Every one of us is looking for solutions, every one of us. But the solution is not outside, solution is inside. The one who knows about himself, the one who knows about the world, about the affairs, right, about truth, they are saying it. It's not me or you. The known ones who have become one, the divine oneness, who are part of this divine oneness, they are saying it. Whatever you are searching for, whatever you are looking for, whatever you are trying to find that inside, within you, not outside. But what we do, except within, we do everything outside. Except, exact opposite. And we expect our life to be happy, peace, enjoy. So, as much as we try to embrace the life the way it is coming to you, you also need to start, we all have to bring that inside. You have a great movement. They say that become a witness, become a witness. What is this witness mean? Means whatever the external things that are happening to you, you don't have to necessarily associate with it, because whatever comes, goes. It has to go. Change is inevitable. Today you're having bad day. This bad moment will pass. There will be a good moment that will come your way. You just have to be patient enough and understand the concept of how this works. I don't have time. Today there is something bad happen, I'm going to suffer. I'm going to suffer with my body. I'm going to suffer emotionally. I'm going to suffer mentally and create a lot of karma by acting, by reacting, by saying, So when you are not with the truth, this is a very simple thing. When we are not with the truth, everything else is false. Okay? This false life, we are used to this falsy life. Okay? Everybody looks at their life and says that I have got these things going on. But yet, when you come in a communion, when you come into society, you try to hide everything, and then you will have your dual face. Everything is happy. Everything is, oh, I'm having a wonderful time. But inside, you're struck. You just don't know what to do. There is so much going on inside. If only somebody can read your energy, they'll be able to come and tell you, man, what is going on with you, right? So why am I putting this dual face? Because I am hiding this. For everybody else, I'm having a beautiful life. But a real master would know whether you are having a beautiful life or a miserable life. Because this makeup, whatever we are doing, it is only going to stay for a couple of hours. After that, it's a reality that kicks in, because it's all inside. And we are not doing anything to fix this. We are trying to postpone it. So what is going to happen over a period of time? It gets so rotten that my body starts to ache. My body starts to show symptoms of diseases, illnesses, because the energy is so polluted inside. And we say, I don't want to talk about it. And then we go to doctors, right? One of the principle, 18 principles, we talk about, no doctor, no medicine, right? Why is that? If you really look at the truth, right? If you want to understand the truth, the wisdom of truth, you are not here to suppress the cells. You're here to free the cells. Like the way I am living my life, my cells have also come to live their life. This is a higher truth, right? For that one reason, you cannot suppress them. What medicines does, they suppress, they numb the problem. They create some kind of a outer, what they do is the shell is there, right? Where the energy is disrupted. Instead of trying to have, so this is what is affecting my body. What medicine does, it comes on top of this like this, and then this whole thing is numb. So that this effect, whatever I'm seeing earlier, I'm not able to see. And how long you can contain like that? At one day, it's going to come back again. It's going to consume you. What started in one part of the body now spreads to the other parts of the body and eventually consume your body. So in every aspect as to what I'm looking at, how am I living my life? How am I realizing things? How am I getting things, doing things? There is always a truth to it. That's called absolute truth. The relative truth will differ based upon situations, based upon movements, based upon activities, whatever the incidents and all, the relative truth may shift. When you're talking to your son, you are daughter, you are a father. When you're talking to your wife, you're a husband. All the relative truth will shift, but the absolute truth will stay intact no matter what. That which, if you can get to, there is nothing in this world that you cannot get to, or this universe for that matter. And that is what Patriji talks about, and that is what Patriji preaches about. Know the truth, know thyself. That thy is not I, that is I am. That's the truth. Elevate yourself from the basics of life to become a master of your life. What is this journey? The journey of truth. So this journey of truth will take you from where you are today to where you are going tomorrow. A slave becomes a master, right? I am learning, I mastered. Student to a teacher. For that to happen, we all have to have energies. Again, awareness plays the role. Again, witness plays the role. Trying to not react, you are actually creating a lot of karma, right? You're avoiding a lot of karma by not reacting too much. You're looking at life the way it comes to you. You're trying to understand why things are happening to you. You're trying to be very, very productive in terms of how you spend your time anywhere, everywhere. You know exactly what you're eating. You don't go to places where there is a lot of negative energies. You're not under the influence of any drugs, medicines. So what is happening by all these things? You are elevating yourself. You are getting closer to the state of your reality. Our body is a wonderful doctor if we can only realize it, if we can only give time. It's an excellent healer. My every cell has the capacity or capability to heal itself without me getting intervened. Why? I am getting intervened because I am impatient. I don't have time. I want to get my problem fixed like that. When you are creating the problem, you don't have this attitude. When you are finding a solution or fixing the problem, that's when this attitude comes in, and that's a dangerous attitude. Because you're postponing things and everything will pile up and eventually everything will catch up with you. At that time, we'll all become bedridden. That's the truth. So if you want to seek the wisdom of truth is, if you really want to understand this truth, what is the purpose of my life? How do I liberate from this miseries, the worldly miseries? What is the meaning of my life? Why am I here? What am I here to do? Yeah, I was living in Hyderabad. I moved here. I lived in Pittsburgh. I moved to Virginia. I was in Ashburn. I moved to Central. What am I here to do? I don't have time. In your 30 years, you moved 10 places. You don't know what you're doing. You just talk about it. Whenever somebody says something, you're stuck in that moment. 15 years back, 20 years back, 30 years back. You keep repeating yourself. Of course, keep nagging about your goods. Never accepting your bads. Never ready to learn, listen. What is going to happen? There is absolutely no meaning to the life at that point because you are living a false life. You have a mask in front of you and you're afraid that if you take off your mask, your life is exposed. So what happens? You hide behind that mask. That mask is falsehood. Why am I even looking at the problem as a problem? Why is that I am not able to come out? Right? If I want to come out, I want to become free of my problems. I want freedom from my problems. How do I get that? Wisdom of truth. Start learning, start embracing, start accepting, start discussing like-minded people. Masters talk about this, right? Focus on what you want. Forget what you don't want. Forget. Patricia talks about this, right? Hey, karma, hey, some things are bothering to me and all that. It will keep bothering you if you keep talking about it, if you keep thinking about it, if you keep doing about it. Karma will transcend if you stop talking about it. Learn the knowledge behind that issue. Learn the knowledge. Knowledge is key. Gnanagni karma dagdana. If I don't want, that's the truth. It's a wisdom of truth, right? I don't want to spend time. So what happens? I hide behind these problems and I will never be free from the problems, and hence my life looks miserable for me all the time. And I'm okay with it, is what we say. I'm okay with it. Right? Yeah. How is your life? It's okay. It's going on. So if I want to really say that, instead of trying to work with my problems and understand it, if I can only focus on the things that I want and delete everything that I don't want, right? What happens? Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Yamatahi sagatir bhavet. What you sow, so shall you reap. So what happens? If I just start focusing on things what I want, those things will come into my life. If I'm able to channel my energies, channel my thinking, feeling, doing towards that one thing that I want, rather than creating a sankalpa and an immediate vikalpa, a positive to a followed by a negative thought, if I'm able to focus on things that I just want, what is going to happen? Those things are going to come to my life. It is as simple as that. Truth is the most simplest thing, but yet it's complex because mind cannot comprehend it. It is my mind that is creating this friction. It is my mind that is creating this complexity. It is my mind that is creating the rationale behind it, saying that you cannot accept this logic. It's creating the logic to me, saying that this cannot be true. It cannot be so simple. But truth is simple, yet absolutely powerful. If we can only allow it to come into our lives, embrace the truth. How do I get and love this wisdom of truth? This is what Patrisa talks about, right? He talks about doing meditation. Never miss your meditations. Doing swadhyayana. Spend time. Start to read books from masters. Great masters have written great knowledge. They have shared great knowledge. Learn that higher vibrative knowledge. Listen to those vibrating frequencies. When you listen to a master who is talking at the peak of, pinnacle of their careers, like Vivekananda, when he talked about it, if you can listen to those videos and you can just listen to the wisdom that he brought in, right? That itself is enough that it will elevate your vibrations. Or read books, good books, Swadhyayana, Sajjana Sangatyam. Very important to spend time. Listen to others' experiences is a good way of living. How their life. It's not about always my life problems, my issues, my always also talk about your good moments. We always shy ourselves to hold off on good moments. We just talk about our bad issues. It's exactly the other way around. Never talk about your issues to anybody, because nobody can help you to solve it or fix it. Instead, talk about the things that are happening good in your life. Then what happens? You're attracting those energies. Right? And in this process, you're also creating you're kind of enriching your aura. You're refreshing your aura, making sure that those kind of quality life you're gonna ask for, right? I want to get into this state of being. I want to be able to teach, meditate, because something that you're asking are in the so higher planes, right? And you are here. For you to get to that planes and all that, there is a huge amount of energy that needs to leap in your way. Universe, your wish is universe's command. If we can only understand this basic principle, life is gonna be beautiful, always, all the time. Your wish is my command. Whatever you ask universe or say to universe or do to universe, it is gonna come back to you in multifold. So the way I would want to live my life is, I want to get into this wisdom of truth. I want to accept all these factors. I want to understand the ultimate truth. I want to understand what is the meaning of life. I want to understand. I want to liberate myself, right, from all these woos. I want to search the true aspect as to what life means all about. I wanted the freedom from all my problems. And I absolutely want peace and happiness. And if my thinking is always at that state, what is going to happen? Those energies are going to pull. You are living universe with no choice other than to make those things happen for you, because constantly you are pushing that. Otherwise, it's a bondage, right? So, and then that is Sajjana Sangatya. You keep doing that, you're going to get it and all that, right? Then Acharya Sangatya. Once in a while, go meet your senior masters. They have lived their lives 20 years, 30 years. They have been doing these Whatever we started this year, last year, before year, they have been doing it for years and years. They have mastered. They have understood the life. They are living in peace. They are the living embodiments, right, of truth. How truth is, like, I need to look at Patriji. I know what truth means. So sit with them, walk with them, learn with them, just spend time with them. It is a very, very profound. You will gain lot of knowledge and lot of wisdom by just spending time with your senior masters. Sometimes we may feel that, they're going into rant and all that, but it is not the rant, because they have so much of vast knowledge that they have spent so many years and years of their practice, right, that they have experienced that knowledge and made that part of their life. They only talk about that. They don't talk anything else. So always they are in the higher vibration. When you go sit with them, that vibrations will pass through you, and one day eventually you will also become like that. That's why it is a must. Number one golden rule of meditation: show up for meditation, then things will happen. If you don't even have time to show up, there is nobody who can help you. If I am the boss of my life, why would I let go of an opportunity to become one with myself, to have a happy, peaceful, contented life? Am I a fool? No, I'm not, right? But yet things happen. So for you to have this wisdom of truth, for you to understand it, have these higher goals as to what you are, where you want to go, what's the meaning of life. Put all those things in there, out there, and then try to work for those things. So what happens? Suddenly meditation, whatever you are not enjoying today, you will enjoy so much that you don't want to live it forever, right? You will, like, you want to be with it all the time. Something that was, oops, yeah, I know those things keep happening, I don't care. If we can just reflect on that one thing that I want, what do you want from your life? If you are able to answer that for yourself, universe is ready to help you to get that. Whether it is a material desire, or a universal work, or something above the fact of knowing yourself, the truth, the ultimate truth, whatever may be that, so universe is there to grant it for you, if you can wish it with a pure content in mind, right? This is a subject that goes very deep. Once you go into that absolute truth, what are the factors that influence it and all that, right? But I think the point that we have to take out of this session is the wisdom of truth. Having those higher goals will help you to get that. Try to embrace things that will help you to be in that state. Always meditation is a must to keep that awareness. You got to become the witness, whether inside or outside. The most important thing, because only when you become witness, only when you become observer, you go beyond the state of mind. Why? Observation is an attribute of soul. As simple as that. If I am not observing, if I am thinking, a bird is flying like this, in front of me, I'm saying, oh, such a beauty. Oh, wow, so nice. Look at it. It is my mind talking. If I look at it and absolutely there is no physical action, emotional state, nothing happens, mental state, nothing happens, then you are observing it. Then it's a soul connection. Observation is an attribute of soul. The more you start to observe, the more you bring your soul to the front. It is the soul that is giving power to your mind. It is the soul that is giving power to your body. Everything is coming through your soul. The power is soul. If that comes out slowly, what happens? You will become a witness to everything that is happening. Even within you, you will become witness. That's where we want to be. Accumulate energies, have a wonderful, create your awareness, and become an observer. And whenever you get opportunity, try to understand the truth. Read some good books and all that. If you are able to do, right, some of these things, truth is not far enough. Truth is within you, because the one that you are trying to get to, you are already that. When you're sleeping, when you're unconscious and all that, right? So it's just matter of time that things will come your way. So please take time to spend time yourself. Whenever, we do satsang also. Satsang is for that purpose. Show up for a satsang. What is going to happen is, without knowing, you just don't know what is happening. There is tremendous shift that happens within you. It is like a tsunami coming and wiping off a village. That's what happens in your body, inside your body. The energies that you're accumulating in a satsang, what are they going to do? They're going to flush out your nadi, right, areas. Flush out that poison that is, spread across our system. Whatever may be that. It will flush it out. It needs that level of energies to flush it out. Otherwise, they get stuck in there. And that's where Patriji says, no matter what, satsang is a must. Why he keeps talking about satsangam? Because only through satsangam, exchange of energies happen. Shift happens. Only through satsangam. Satsangam means satyamuto sangam. Satyam is truth. You are with truth. You are a friend to the truth. So what happens? Those true energies are going to come to you. So let us start to embrace all of it, right? And then become one with that divine oneness. The divine oneness is a beautiful word Patriji talks about. We need to bring all of those into picture. So at this point, I'll stop the topic here. But if you have any questions, please go ahead. We'll talk for a few minutes and then we'll start the meditation. Any questions?
I have a question here.
Yeah, please.
So, unconscious mind, we don't wanna we wanna calm the unconscious mind, but the main, I mean, the reason we hear this truth over and over again is to get it to unconscious mind. So when it goes to the unconscious mind, which means it's become a reality, right?
So,
then,
go ahead.
yeah.
Finish your thought.
Why do we need to improve the conscious mind instead of unconscious mind?
See, there is unconscious, like, a lot of the, wisdom masters on the mind, right? Joe Dispenza and Seth, and a lot of them talk about this concept of conscious mind, superconscious, subconscious, and unconscious, right? It's a very known thing in the world. What unconscious means is something that you still have to achieve. Even after you become the greatest master on earth, there is more for you to achieve. That is unconscious. There is always the next step for you. There's always the next step, right? What is conscious is you being aware of everything that is happening surrounding you, within you, and at a very subtle level inside you. If I am not aware what is happening, my conscious mind is only 1%. What happens? All my samskaras, my vasanas, whatever we talked about, the anger, the guilt, and all those things are in my subconscious, right? What are they going to do? They're going to keep coming out. They're going to come out and then they're going to take control of me. Why are those control? Why are those taking control of me? The only reason for that is because you are consciously not aware. Your conscious mind is sleeping. Right? Because you don't have enough energies that you have accumulated that you can be aware of the situations, what is happening inside you, that you're not able to control it. So what happened? Naturally, there is always a reaction. There is always a tit for tat. If you want to break that, the only way you can break that is when you are consciously aware. At that point, when your subconscious is saying something for you to do, your conscious mind is saying that with awareness, no, don't do it. This is not the appropriate time to react. We are in a public place. We should not react. Let's take it offline, or let's leave it. He is not doing it, doesn't mean I have to do it, right? So that wisdom, that awareness, that ability for you to stand up in those moments will come to you when your conscious mind is fully expanded. Get that?
Okay. Yeah. So the conscious mind is more powerful, you're saying, like, than the subconscious. Okay.
Yeah. The super conscious is where all your siddhis are, right? All these so-called astral third eye, whatever we talk about, telepathy, clairvoyances, and all of that comes from your superconscious mind. When you go to that level of elevated mind, who is not in the lower mind, you're in the higher mind, right? The state of being. That is when that superconscious is where you get all those powers.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, Master? All right. If not, then let's do half or 40 minutes meditation and then go from there. All right. Please kindly take off your glasses. Sit very comfortably in your best postures. Close your eyes. Try to be with your natural, normal, tranquil, soft, tender, beautiful, and wonderful breath. Be with your breath. Be with your breath. Be with your breath. Our breath is such a beautiful life force that can give anything and everything. Just have that pure intention. What do you want? Be with your breath. Be with your breath. Last 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Please slowly take your hands and put it on your eyes. And gently, whenever you're ready, slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions or anyone would like to share experience? Please go ahead.
Thank you, Anil ji. Like
Thank you.
today, whatever you have talked, I felt like the God is talking to me through you, every single word. But still, like I'm like kind of patience to learn. I could feel that I have messed up my life, like the way you are talking about, like the subconscious mind is like auto cruise mode. We have made all the mistakes that I'm seeing it, but I'm just waiting patiently, everything to heal. You just mentioned about a tsunami. The nadis will all get cleared. I'm waiting for that to happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It will happen, madam. You just have to continue to do what you're doing, and it's just a matter of time. Energies will shift.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any other questions? All right. For the questions, then we'll close the session for tonight, and then we'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we are doing the satsangam at our place. So local Virginians or Marylanders or anyone who's close by, please do stop. Satsang starts at 5:30. We'll also have the online Zoom available. We'll have the wisdom for 1 hour, and then we'll do the meditation and have a beautiful, delicious dinner.
Where is the satsang?
You have it in the group, ma'am. In the group, we already put the address at my place.
Oh, is it in the address?
It's in the group. The address is in the group also.
Oh, okay. You added me to the WhatsApp group? It's the
in person Virginia group. You are already in there. You should probably got it.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
5:30. What time? 5:30 p.m. or?
5:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. The address, where is the address?
It's on the group itself. Address is also in the bottom. If you come little bottom, you'll see.
Oh, this one, the Centralville 43183 bedroom.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the
I'll
address.
try to be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
See
please.
you all. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. A wonderful evening, everyone. And then we'll see you all next time. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.